CS, potentially setting up again. Doku. Yeah, Doku is also starting to set up. Yeah, NIO is really setting up. If we can tighten here for a few days, that would be really, really beautiful. ETH the trade today? Do you mean if ETH is a setup? Yeah, it is a possible setup. Yeah, Overstock is a potential setup. It is. I'm actually watching this Beyond Meat. I didn't realize they had news. The volume is very intriguing also. It's already at almost at average daily volume. Peaks? Nah, it needs more sideways, I think. Coop? No, it's no. Maybe it had a setup yesterday, maybe. MCRB, yeah, this is finally starting to move. Look, I mean, it could work. It could work. It's been building. Actually, you know what? It looks pretty decent. It's been building higher lows for 2 months. I mean, yeah, could work. OTRK? Nah, not yet. Not yet. Needs to tighten up a little bit. Build some higher lows. This Tesla is intriguing though. Unfortunately, I covered it before the close yesterday. It closed a little bit too strong for me to hold it overnight. Oh no. Now it's looks like it wants to go down again. JD, yeah, JD. I was thinking about doing it yesterday too, but I didn't. Yeah, maybe if it can break out tomorrow or next few days. EMPH has definitely already broken out. NVAX just failed a breakout attempt. Maybe if it reattempts. Right now there's no setup here. Viva? Yeah, Viva broke out yesterday. And someone mentioned Doku before. It needs to break out. It's been attempting to, but hasn't been able to do it. I did a $15,000 share starter on Beyond Meat. I wish I had seen it earlier. I didn't realize it had news. Guys, if you see something going up, please post the news if you know about the news. It's just posting random charts, you know, because the odds get much better if there's news on it, like Beyond Meat, like, you know, when they break out with news, it's a higher probability. Because Beyond Meat went from something that looks just a random stock that goes up from a choppy range to a stock that has some pretty significant news. I'm taking out a year-long range, you know. Fastly. Yeah, this is the one I'm still in. Yeah, it broke out, pulled back to the rising 10-day, found support, and now it's having another leg higher. But this Doku looks intriguing. It looks really good. It's been building higher lows for what, 3 months? Maybe if it tries to break out later this week. ZI, Zoom Info. No, it's just, you know, I don't know. I don't see anything here. PHM. No, I don't see anything here. It had a maybe set up yesterday. Trill, yeah, it's potentially setting up. GP, well, this is not a bull flag at all. It's a pullback type of a setup. But if it can keep building higher lows and then, you know, a little bit of a range, yeah, it could be a good setup in a few days. DHI, did someone just mention DHI? Oh, it was a PHM. Yeah, Home Builders all broke out yesterday. HOV, BZH, they all broke out yesterday. DNLI, nah, I don't know. It just looks too random. Western Digital, ADR, oh come on, man. Really? It's in the gutter. Where do you see a good setup? It's in the gutter. It's just a stock that's been going sideways for many years. Absolutely no momentum on this thing. You really need to review the swing trading school videos. There's no edge in something like this. Run. Yeah, I'm gonna start watching it in the next few days, potentially. Absolutely. Hopefully can get to $100 or something. That would be great. VVPR, yeah, it looks good. Look how nicely it's surfing the 20-day. It's a big momentum stock. Pulled back, found support on the 20-day, and now it's kind of surfing the 20-day, and now it's tightening up. This is a very good setup. Good find. Very good find. OPK, yeah, maybe. Not really my type of setup, but it's taking out the range. Jumia, yeah. It kind of lost all of its momentum, though. DHI and PHM, they had setups yesterday. I don't see a setup on them today. They both broke out yesterday. Now, if you really love these stocks and you want to be in them, you can obviously buy them today since they haven't, gone higher. Why I got into CS? Because of technicals. It surfed the 50-day. When it reclaimed it, took out this range, that's when I bought it. Wasn't a super clean setup, but it was a very strong stock. So NIO, taking out opening range highs? Yeah, it is. Man, is it a good setup? I don't know. Doesn't look that clean. KL, I don't really see it. GRWG, I don't see it. I don't see it being ready. I don't know. I don't really like it yet. Basa OTC. Yeah, this one looks good. Wow, it looks really good. Very thin though, but it looks like a really nice looking flag. Carvana. Yeah, it had some enormous volume on this day here. That's true. I didn't realize it. Yeah. Highest volume day since the IPO, yeah. It needs to set up. It needs to tighten up a little bit. Let the 10 and 20 day catch up. mRNA. Tried and failed. Well, it didn't fail. It's still in process. It had a breakout day 2 days ago. It's just trying to, build higher lows on the 60-minute chart. Wix. Yeah, Wix is trying to. This is a pretty decent looking setup. I'm not gonna buy anything more, man. I need to probably sell something before the close. I'm pretty heavily long. NIO, nah, it's not really up. Or but it's just coming out of a big range. That's the thing. But yesterday was a sideways day, more or less. But yeah, I see what you see. Up 3 days in a row. But when it comes out of a range, it doesn't tend to matter that much. But yeah, preferably it would have been better if it had gone sideways or pulled back a few more days. But it is what it is. Shopify. Yeah, it had a breakout 2 days ago. AMD, dude, it triggered yesterday. Yesterday is when it took out the range. Today is just a follow-through move. Don't chase it today. Yesterday was the entry. Beke. Yeah, this one is going. Wow, what a big move. IBP? No, it had a potential setup yesterday. Where'd I buy ESTC? When it broke out. It broke out on this day here. SRNE triggered yesterday. Today is just a follow-through move. Peloton? Yeah. Hopefully it can go sideways a few more days. This could be the mother of all high tide flats if it can go sideways a few more days. TCS? Nah, I don't know. I would like to see it tighten up a few more days. Chops, they have a buyout bid on the table. That's not a setup. JKS, parabolic, short anytime soon? Nah, it's not parabolic. Not yet. Needs to go up more. It's kind of grinding higher. And these are not big percentage moves. Kirk, yeah, it looks decent. Number one thing with a news gapper is volume, okay? And it should have big volume out of the gate. Like in the first few minutes, it should be obvious it has enormous volume. You could clearly see, look at the 1 minute volume today versus yesterday. You clearly see, look at this. It's traded 600,000 shares for first minute. It traded that's like a quarter of yesterday's volume in the first minute. Now, unfortunately, I didn't know it had news. I would have bought it on the first 1 minute candle. I would have bought it 164. First thing is volume. The second thing is the overall chart, okay? Is it coming out of a range? Is it a neglected stock? Or is it already up 100% in a week, right? And this one looks good. It's just taking out the year-long range. That's a big one. And third is what is the news, right? And I think this is pretty significant news. BLFS. Yeah, maybe. ZI. Yeah, but ZI is just a random start. There's no setup here. Where's your edge? Guys, you need to develop setups. You can't just trade random shit. If you want an edge, if you want to last in this game, if you want to make a lot of money, you need an edge. Which means you need a setup. I trade very specific setups. There's always some random stocks making moves up or down, You need a setup. Guys, apps, the breakout was here. This was the breakout. This is where a lot of in the stream entered. Okay, this was the setup. This is just a continuation move. Let's see here, Kirk. Yeah, okay. Yeah, nah, yeah, it looks decent. MCRB. It's getting tight. Yeah, it looks okay. KCAC. Yeah, KCAC kind of triggered yesterday, then it closed really weak. The longer it builds here, the better. I really want another 2, 3, 4 days of sideways so the 20-day can catch up. DraftKings setting up for next week? Yeah, possibly. Yep, absolutely. I know. Damn, I can't believe that Roku, how we missed that one. Or at least I did. Fuck. The funny thing is, I was in it like twice. I was in it... No, I wasn't in it on this day, but I was in it here. Got stopped out and then it went. I got back into JD too. This thing has been holding up really well. Zoom, I'm not watching it as a short yet. I'd like to see this thing in the, like this thing go straight up, like start speeding up or something. Maybe starting to watch it tomorrow. But yeah, this thing is straight up. A pullback to the 10 or 20 day wouldn't be out of question. But I just don't think yet this day. Yeah, ESTC, I bought it 2 days ago. Hasn't, yeah, it's, you know, I think it's gonna go soon. My opinion on SC is I think it looks pretty decent. I think it wants to go higher. Look at how it's been building higher lows for many months. You know, it's kind of surfing the 20-day. It can barely get below the 20-day. Square. Right now it's choppy. I think it needs some time to tighten up. It's not really tight here. It's very strong. It's a leading stock, but I think it needs to another 3 to 5 days of sideways here. Just tighten up. Right now it's not tight. Like NIO is an intriguing one. I was long it from here, got stopped out 2 days ago. I bought back yesterday. It's kind of a high tight flag. It's a really powerful setup. This is a really powerful setup. Is apps a good setup? No, it's not. Apps is definitely not a good setup. Apps was a great setup here. This is where a lot of people in chat bought it. I passed on it. This is not a good setup. Absolutely not. UPS. Look, the setup itself is decent, but the ADR is 2.5. I don't know why you guys get these. Like, you shouldn't even get these in your scans. Stocks like these are not what you get rich on. You get rich by trading fast-moving stocks, not slow-moving stocks. HCMP. No, not a good setup. It's just too choppy. GRWG, maybe in a few days. Trupanion. Yeah, Trupanion is a really good setup. This one is really, really nice looking. Look at how nice it's been surfing the 20-day. And now it's just surfing the 20-day. Building higher lows. It just can't get below the 20-day. And it's getting really tight here. This is a good setup. Pretty much a 5-star setup. MIK. Yeah, it wasn't really that great of a setup yesterday. It wasn't really tight. But obviously it's working for now. Burov. BUROF. What the hell is this? A pink sheet stock? Come on, it doesn't even trade. It's a $2 stock that barely trades. You know, you shouldn't get these things in your scans. It's too liquid. Like, none of you should get stocks that trade less than 10, 15 million dollars worth of shares. There's no point in trading these super liquid stocks. And it's not a good setup also. DWST? Nah, I don't like it. Guys, there's so many better setups. It's not tight enough. And it's kind of choppy. EAT. Now this one looked good in scans. I saw it on my scans. It's too thin for me. But if it can take out highs of the day, it could be a good setup. Plug. No, it's kind of choppy. EXPI looks good. This one I like. It keeps surfing the 20-day, and now it's kind of building a flag here, and it's getting tight and relentlessly building higher lows. I like this one. GTLS. It's kind of a looks okay, but it's not really a momentum leader. Square we went through. Beyond Meat. Where's the tightness here? It's just a choppy stock. TGTX. Again, not a momentum leader, but I guess it looks okay. Yeah, Upwork. I've talked about this one like every day. It's just, you know, it's not a momentum leader. It's been going sideways for a long time, and I don't necessarily like it. CGC. My thoughts on it. It's breaking down. It's a piece of shit that's breaking down. This thing hasn't had momentum in a long time. Nothing going on here. TTGT. It's a choppy one. Avoid it. Microsoft. Come on, man. ADR 3.3. It's way too slow. And there's no setup here. Overstock had... Yeah, I tried to break out... Or kind of tried to break out yesterday. It's been building higher lows relentlessly, but it needs to build a range here. A tight range. Right now it's just getting rejected on the 50-day. Here? What do you mean 50-50? I don't know what 50-50 means in this. But, I don't know. Not really. It doesn't feel like a momentum leader. CLSK, just where's the setup on this thing? Would I have shorted Workhorse the past few days? Not really. I would have preferred this thing to go up more. I didn't really pay attention to this thing at all. But if it had gone to 35.40, if it had gone up another couple of days, then it would have been on my radar. Absolutely. Definitely. Like, I'm putting Zoom on my radar. I'm not gonna short it today, but maybe starting tomorrow. Like, this thing is straight up. Like, it's gonna have a pullback sooner rather than later. But ideally it keeps going to 550, 600 plus in straight row. The more green days we can stack up, the better. Shag? No, it doesn't look good. It's not a momentum leader, avoid. Yeah, SHLL is one or two stocks on my watch list. It's building a high tide flag here. It is. And look at how nice it's surfing the 20-day. It can't get below the 20-day. So this is definitely going to be an interesting watch for the next few days. KCAC. Yeah, this one too. Another 3-4 days, so the 20-day can catch up and it can tighten up a little bit. Could be a really good setup later this week, maybe to Friday or early next week. So this one I'm stalking, but not good enough yet. Tupperware. No, it wasn't. No, it wasn't a good setup a few days ago. PKI. No, it's too slow and too choppy. I mean, you know, yeah, it's surfing like the 50-day and building higher lows, but this is a waste of time. It's too wide and sloppy, and it's not really a momentum leader. Arlo. Yeah, this one, it looks decent. It's not as tight as I would like it to be, but it looks okay. It looks okay. This is, yeah, it could go. It's an okay setup. I would have preferred more tightness. TWST. This is like the 5th time someone mentions this thing. Yeah, it looks okay. Not really a momentum leader. Yeah, Pinterest. Yeah. I guess I should have bought that one also yesterday. But nope. I did not. That's fine. Overstock is not a good setup. Wait, what? It's down on the day. It just got rejected. It's just building a reversal candle. It's absolutely not a good setup. And Fiverr from yesterday, that's what a good breakout does. I bought some tiny size mid-late day. Since it's a really thin stock. D-Dog also from yesterday. Yeah, that's what a good setup should do. It should go straight up from entry. right? Same thing with Pinterest from the breakout yesterday, same thing with Roku from the breakout 2 days ago. They should go straight up. That's what a good breakout does. Oh yeah, PRTS. What's this one doing? Okay, pulled back. But yeah, this is guys, you know, this is really, you know, you should memorize this. This is like 5 stars, 5.5 stars on a 5-star scale, you know. It's just one of the most incredible breakouts. Like, it's just so perfect. Okay, Zoom is now starting to speed up. This is perfect. I'm gonna watch it for tomorrow. This thing could easily have a 10-15% pullback, 20% pullback from these levels. But you need a good risk-reward setup.